Well, good morning, everybody. It's a chilly morning this morning. It's about 29 degrees, snowed overnight. Not too far from the road, but we're just gonna get out here and do the usual, look for some petroglyphs and pictographs. This is a place I've been to before. I haven't photographed it or done any videos of it, so this is gonna be fun. But anyways, enough of me rambling. We're gonna go for a small hike and go from there. But yeah, let's enjoy. So I haven't been videoing anything lately, and last week at the dinosaur track was literally, I think, end of June, maybe early July. I haven't been hiking since summer. So what ended up happening is whenever I was trying to start the whole Utah Trail thing, up on it, I actually cracked my tibia. And old Betsy's not happy with me. She's stomping her foot. But anyway, so I cracked my tibia and I wasn't allowed to hike that much, which I did, but then I learned not to because boy did it hurt. So anyways, sorry, I don't like cows. They kind of distract me because cows are mean animals. But anyways, maybe wondering what I have been up to since June, July. Well, actually, it's a bit of a thing. So 15 years ago, back when I was a teenager, aging myself a little bit, but I had this idea in my brain to write a book. So yeah, 15 years ago, I had this idea to create a book in my mind. Well, obviously, I had way too much time on my hands. So as I healed, I wrote a book. Book one of my series, which will be releasing in February. But anyways, as I said, February 24th, next year, 2025, I'm releasing book one of my fantasy series, The Shadow of Kailanara, The Prophecy Unleashed. Here's the book cover. So anyways, yeah, it's gonna be about 650 pages for book one. So if you're a thing is fantasy and you follow my channel, go ahead and pick yourself up a copy on the 24th. And then in 2026, book two will be coming out, as I'm almost done with book two. So, but book three, no promises. It could take a while to get out because I'm feeling better and got other projects I gotta do. But anyways, enough of me rambling. But anyways, yeah, excited. As soon as it comes up, I'll put a link in my description where you can pick it up and all that fun stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on making my way up this hill. I'm fat and out of shape, so here we go. Well, we're at the base of the mountain. We're gonna start climbing. And my least favorite animals are out here. And I gotta go right through them. So here we go. We're gonna start making our way up to the cave. It's okay, big girl. I'm not gonna do anything to you. I just gotta come up that way, okay? If I go this way, is it okay? Going this way. Stay there. What? What do you want? Quit making noises at me. Go. Go. It's okay, big girl. I'm not gonna do anything to you. We're going up here into one of these little areas where there's a cave and a pictograph. We got some coyotes up there. And right in there is the cave that we're going to. Let's hope there's something good in there. I mean, I know there is. Let's just hope it's not defaced. The ground is really unstable just because of the recent snow. Oh boy, I'll get that on the way down. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, here we are into the cave. See if we can find it. This cave doesn't go too far back. It ends up right back in there. Well, I'm a bit baffled. That cave down there has nothing in it. I'm 100% sure that's where it is. But it's been like 3-4 years since I last was here, so either it could be eroded away or it's up above in the next cave or another cave. The GPS signal out here is pretty spotty, so I could be in the wrong place. Who knows, but I'm almost 100% sure it was that cave down there. It's completely washed out inside, so if it wasn't there, it's gone. But we're gonna go up and see where it's at, see if it's up in one of these other caves that are nowhere here, and we'll go from there. But for now, let's head up to that one right there. We got us some horse riders. At first glance, there's nothing. Again, I have no memory of this hole, but we're gonna go in and see what we can find. And nothing. Nothing on the walls anywhere. I just find this really weird. I mean, it was a vibrant pictograph, and it's gone. I probably should have done some checks to see if it was still here before I came all the way out here on this trip. But a good hike is always a good hike, especially when you get to find caves to go into. We're in the frost and the snow now. We're gonna go over to this little outcropping over here. There's a cave. Let's go take a look. I don't know if that's big enough to get into. Never hurts to double check though. Even though I'm turning up empty, at least I got some beautiful views. Well, we're gonna make our way down this way. I found a different way down without all that loose rock that I was coming up. It's all icy on it, so I figured let's be safe and go the long way around. But I'm gonna loop down to that first cave again and see if I can find another cave, because there's caves all over this spot. And I don't know. I know I'm in the right area. My GPX tracks is in the right area. Just the signal here is just really crappy, so I'm kind of like bopping all over the place looking for it. I mean, I'm sure I'll find it, and then we'll go from there. Well, instead of boring you guys with searching every single cave on the side of this hill, I found it. There's a bunch of mountain lion sign in this area, especially right outside of this cave. There's a trail right here along the side. Footprints, like mad. I messed them up. I was trying to get videos on them, but I slipped and fell, or not fell, but just kind of slid all the way down them, so they're all gone. But they're fairly new. I would say 1 to 2 days. So we're gonna get inside of this cave where there's actually some bedding in there, and then we're just gonna split and get down real quick, and then we'll talk about it. As I said, like, here's the cave, but there's a whole bunch of bedding down here. As you walk into the cave, kind of go straight up. We come down, and then there is the beautiful pictograph known as the Red Warrior. There's the view out of this cave. But this thing I came across, I don't know, before the pandemic, so 2019, 2020, and I came to it. Found it immediately. This time it took me a minute. But it's a beautiful specimen. Red ochre pictograph with a headdress, a shield, an atlatl or a spear. Its feet have kind of been eroded away. And yeah, it's a beautiful singular pictograph out here where I'm at. And just for scale, that's my hand near it. Of course, like, we never touch them, but it's just crazy. There's its headdress, the shield, and the wonderful spear. But before we leave, it's always important to, remember when you visit pictograph, petroglyph sites, or even like any habitation sites, you can look, take pictures, leave everything where it is, don't touch, just enjoy it. I know I hammer on this all the time, but this spot is a very well protected spot. Many people don't know about it. And honestly, I just stumbled across it because I was bored one day and wanted to go hiking, and I saw these mountains on my way out to Wendover to do some hiking, and I decided to stop here instead, and I scoured all over these hills. Never found any other pictographs or petroglyphs. Doesn't mean that they're not there, but it's beautiful. And as we get down further, I'll talk to you about what this place is, and who it could be by, and all of that fun stuff. They all moving. Thank goodness. Oh, that's a big girl. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but she is hefty. That's one wide heifer. This is as close as I feel comfortable to a cow. And that's still too close for me. Alrighty, so what was that up there? So there's a bunch of caves that line this area of the salt flats, or these plains over here, right? So Lake Bonneville used to be here X amount of millions of years ago, according to scientists, right? Ugh. Well, as it receded and turned into the Great Salt Lake, all the limestone eroded away and left these pockets, which now are these caves. Then you go up to present day, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. The Pueblos, the Fremont people and such, and then it turned into the Ute, the Paiute, the Goshute, that all lived in this little area around the Great Salt Lake. Now, what is this? What is this pictograph linked to? Well, it looks very similar to what the Fremont people would have painted on their walls, especially down near San Rafael Swell and just on the other side of the I-15 corridor going into Juab County, which would be around Nephi, Mona, and all that stuff. However, people think that this pictograph was made by the pioneers or miners, because some people say that's a miner's cave. Well, there's no cuts or anything like that that would suggest that that was a mining hole and that it's all natural and eroded away through the time. Well, it's also not in the style of the Paiute, the Gashute, or the Ute, which have been known to live around this area. So then who could it be? Well, very closely related to the Fremont and the ancestral Puebloan are the Timpanogos people. Right, so they had an area around here. This was the farthest that their region went, and they had really close ties with the Fremont and the ancestral Puebloan. So some people have pointed out that that could be a Timpanogos pictograph. However, theirs have usually been smaller and less ornate, which makes some people think that this was the farthest reach that the Fremont people had made it. So basically what I'm telling you is it could be any of those. And from what I understand, it hasn't been carbon dated, and it's never really been investigated further because, as I said again from the top, there are no other pictographs, petroglyphs up there, and there's no metates, there's no sign of, like stationary living for these people. So that's why some people think that it is fake. But then again, if they're not willing to test it, these are all just theories. So my guess is that it's from the Timpanogos people, and it's a beautiful pictograph nonetheless. And whoever took the time to leave it there, it's beautiful. And it stood the test of time. And just, if you visit these places, be kind, take pictures, enjoy them, and leave them there for other people. And lastly, if fantasy is your type of book and you're looking for something new, my book, The Shadow of Kailanara, is coming out February 24th, 2025, and I will be posting about it. Here's the book cover again. And yeah, let's just go check it out. It'd mean a lot. And anyways, I will see you in about 2 weeks, where we will be probably in San Rafael Swell. It's supposed to get really cold up here, more snow, and down there it's supposed to be good. A balmy 45 degrees. We might even be staying the night out there somewhere. So from here on out, I will see you in 2 weeks, which will put us somewhere in the beginning of December. I'll catch you then. And always, if you like this, leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. This is freaking cool. Look at that. I'm on my way home, and what do I find? Bighorn sheep. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.